All right, so we are recording the call. Today is Thursday, October 29th, and we have a few more days left in October, so it is not too late to get to your goals. It may feel like time's running out, but it has been, some people have been known to get, two, three, 5 or 6 Success Club points in one day or 2 days. So it's not over till it's over, and you have till midnight on Saturday. So midnight East Coast time. Just a few shout outs for the month so far. Chloe has hit Success Club 8, which is awesome, and has added a coach. Emily is at 4, so she's 1 point away from earning her free Success Club starters ticket to Summit. Heather's at 6, Nicole's at 4, and then I know there's a bunch of other people of you guys that are at 2 and getting there and adding coaches. So again, there's 3 more days, so don't worry, it's not too late. It's never too late until it's too late. In terms of November specials, I have no idea what they are yet. We probably will find out tomorrow or Saturday. So I have no idea what they could possibly. In the meantime, we can keep promoting the 21-day fix sales and Body Beast if that's somebody might be attracted to that. So we have the sneak peek going on it actually ended yesterday. So if you have anybody in the sneak peek, check in with them, follow up with them, send them a message, ask them what they thought, if they had any further questions. I could send you guys, whoever's interested, my webinar that you could always share with them as well. If anybody wants to do one-on-one calls with that person, I'm happy to get on the call and talk to anybody and answer any questions as well. So make sure you're following up with people from the sneak peek. Okay, so coming up in November, the first thing is Fall Classic. Basically, all it is you team up this time it's 3 people, and it's nothing more than what we're already doing, but just giving you an extra push to win extra prizes. So if there's like a shirt that you want, then that helps you guys kind of work towards your goals and encouraging each other, maybe messaging each other throughout the month and, talking about your struggles, maybe sharing ideas. So as of right now, it looks like we have me, Rachel, Stephanie, Emily, Julie, and Chloe, so that would make up 2 teams of 3. And then I know Shauna, H, and Robin were maybes, so if you guys could let me know if you want to do it, so we could get you a team of 3. If not within our team, we could always reach out to In Partnership We Shine and add you on a team, but we need to get signed up for those on by Saturday. So I will, as of now, I was just going to do it in order, and I was just going to do me, Rachel, and Stephanie on a team, and Emily, Julie, and Chloe. So I'll write those on our team page, and then if you guys want, I can get us those 2 teams. Actually, you guys need a team name. We need to come up with names. So I'll send something out. We'll come up with team names and get everybody signed up. It's no pressure. It's just an added way to encourage each other. So don't feel like if you do anything any different, nobody's going to think, it's just another fun way to just motivate each other. So coming up in November, for our accountability group, it stays the same, but we're just going to give it a reface. And I thought I'd change it up a little bit. So I thought we'd call it Lose a Turkey. I think that's what I called it. It's November Lose a Turkey. So basically we're going to do weekly weigh-ins. So people are just starting in can hop on, and we're going to see as a team how many pounds can we lose throughout the month of November. I thought we'd also maybe throw in some extra challenges. Like if you guys have any ideas, maybe we could do like a Thirsty Thursday and, see how much water we could drink, maybe share some extra like plank challenges or whatever. We can just throw some of those in there. So if you're interested in helping out with those, let me know. So it's going to focus on weigh-ins and how much as a team we can encourage each other and push each other till Thanksgiving in order to, push through the month, or till the end of the month, through the end of the month. And I think that will be great for us in terms of promotions because it's something we could use throughout the month, saying our team this month has lost 20 pounds, 10 pounds. So it's kind of a way for people to see what we're doing and another way to share. Our free challenge is going to be something I did last November. So I'm just kind of going to take that and go with it. And I called it Planksgiving. So we're going to start that. I believe I'll do October 9th. So actually, you know what? If we do the 16th, we could run it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll run it for 10 days, and that'll last you through the ending on Thanksgiving. So we'll run it from the 16th to the 26th or 25th, which is 10 days. And it's just going to be a 10 days plank challenge. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. So that's Planksgiving. We'll talk more about it as it gets closer, but that's what we'll promote for our free challenge group. I know also in partnership, We Shine is going to do a live sneak peek. So it's going to be like a live ongoing group. I have to get more details, and as I get the details, I'll share them with you guys, but I'm going to try to put some people in there and add people. And once I have details, you can share it as well. And then our sneak peek is, might have to push the dates because I thought 17th, 18th, 19th, but if we're doing Thanksgiving, I'll have to look at the dates for the sneak peek. I don't know if I want it to end before Thanksgiving. So we'll look at dates for sneak peek. Maybe we'll do it coinciding with Thanksgiving and share those dates. So kind of just keep those in mind, and we'll talk more as the dates get a little closer. In the meantime, if you have anybody that does talk about coaching, you can add them to the sneak peek that just ended. And oh no, it's saying I'm unstable. Can you hear me, Stephanie?
Yeah, I
Okay.
hear you good.
So you can still add anybody to that sneak peek and just have them start from the posts from the bottom and scroll on up. And you can do that anytime, like I said, up until we get closer to our next one, or we can always send somebody a webinar. And a new coach training. I'm hoping to just start a new one maybe around the 9th, depending on how people are in need of I think we'll probably plan to start at 9th. So from now till then, we can start advertising, a new coach training, and we're looking for coaches to join our team, and the training will start on the 9th. So those are all the kind of details in terms of upcoming events and business stuff and what to invite to. So today I'm going to talk a little bit more detailed about the 3 vital behaviors, because I think that will kind of talk more about, answer some of the questions that were brought up on the page, and hopefully we'll answer kind of any questions you guys are having in terms of getting started and sharing and inviting and all of that. So we all know that the 3 vital behaviors are being a product of the product, invite, and personal development. So for me, we're going to start with product of the product, because I think Veronica's question of, you're just getting started and you're a little too nervous to share and you're shy, you don't want to ask people. I think being a product of the product is really where that comes into play. When you are doing the Shakeology and doing the workouts and committed to the programs, and you're more likely to share them because you've become a part of them. I love Shakeology. I could talk about it forever because I do it every day and it's become a part of my life. That's the kind of stuff that people notice and see. So starting out, it's a little bit harder. I agree, because you maybe haven't gotten too far into the program, or you haven't tried too many programs, or you haven't seen results yet. But that's okay. You just share what you are doing. So the pluses and minus, the pluses of what you have done so far. What do you love so far about doing the workouts on demand, since you haven't gotten your products yet? Or what do you love about in the last few days, what has Shakeology done for you rather than few months? So I think being a product of the product is huge. I think people will start noticing. Another thing, I don't know if you guys heard the national wake up call with Danielle Notoni, I think is her last name. She is fit and funky, and she's in a lot of Shanti's stuff. All the times that she's been a coach, and she's like this super multi-superstar diamond coach. She always did like random workouts. She was like doing one Insanity here, T25 here, and she never committed to a program. And then she now committed to 21 Day Fix. And actually, when she committed to 21 Day Fix and asked people to do 21 Day Fix with her, she had a lot more people interested because she was committing to something. She was showing them that she could do it as well from the beginning to the end. So sharing that and being committed to one program can help. So like for me, I decided I'm going to start Monday. I'm going to commit to 21 Day Fix Extreme for 3 weeks. And then that will bring us to hopefully the start of Hammer and Chisel coming out. Commit to something. So whatever you're committing to, show people that you're committing to it and that if you can do it, they can do it. We're all busy. We're all busy moms. So that helps when you're committing to showing people. Sorry, 1 second. Let me just shut my door. So that is part of being a product of the product. And the comfort level comes with time, I think. I think being, I was not the person that was videotaping myself doing workouts when I first started. Or, taking pictures, all that kind of stuff has come with time. So, when you're more comfortable with the product and more comfortable with what you're doing, that kind of stuff will come for sure. Invite. So, you hear that all the time. And what am I supposed to invite to? And who am I inviting? So, we have a lot of opportunities for you to invite people to things. You can invite to our accountability group. You can invite to our sneak peeks. You can invite to our team, our webinars, invite to learn more about a product. So when we say invite, it's just forming a relationship with somebody and then letting them, become a part of what you're doing. So social media, obviously Facebook, that to me has been huge. Now, maybe that's not the social media avenue that worked for you. If you are on Instagram or Pinterest or you have a like page, whatever works best for you, figure it out and stick with it because it doesn't have to be Facebook if that's not the route you're going with. I think 2 weeks ago we did, a list of things about you other than being a Beachbody coach. Find your niche. Are you a mom? Are you a working mom? Are you a stay-at-home mom? Are you, a baseball mom? Whatever it is, all these things that make you who you are, those are the things you want to share with people, that you're more than just a Beachbody coach. And that's how people relate to you, and that's how they will then begin to say, oh, well, gosh, she can do that, and she does this, and I'm going to give it a try because I trust her and I see that she's a lot like me. So that's who we're looking for. We're trying to find people like us. So when we talk about forming people, you are forming is a way of just getting to know people before you start sharing Beachbody. So if you're adding new friends on Facebook or, forming them or adding new challengers to free groups, forming them is just sending them a message. Hey, how's it going? What have you been up to? Tell me about what you're doing now. That kind of stuff. Nothing about Beachbody, just getting to know them as a person. And then you can have a choice. You can let them watch you for a while. And then eventually maybe they'll ask you what you're doing or ask you about what you have in the upcoming group. Sometimes, wear and share, people wearing your t-shirts, wearing your, carrying your shaker cuffs. All of those are ways to get people to ask you what you're doing as well. So when you develop a relationship with somebody, it's up to you as to how you want to invite or what you want to say to them, obviously. With the free challengers, I usually ask them how they like the challenge, and then I'll ask them what else they're doing, what are some other workout programs they're doing, or what do they like to do. And then we talk more about what I offer as a Beachbody coach. Now, that's a little different than maybe if I've added a friend from high school. I wouldn't really necessarily be like, hey, how's it going? Guess what? I'm a Beachbody coach. I just say, hey, how's it going? Hope everything's going well. Great to see you on here. And then kind of just leave it at there for a while. Later down the road, if they like a post or if they, if you have a specific event coming up that you could say, hey, guess what? Next month we are starting this group. I'm not sure if it's something you'd be interested in, but if you'd like more information, let me know. Just starting out, I remember specifically like being like, gosh, I send all these messages to people and nobody writes me back. And it was really frustrating because I just want them to say, no, thank you. It's okay to just say, no, thank you, and they wouldn't. Well, it turns out, some of those people maybe didn't get the messages, didn't see the messages, whatever it is. And then some of them, they ended up coming back 2-3 months later saying, hey, I'm actually ready right now. So, don't take it personally when somebody doesn't respond. Just keep going because there are people out there that are going to respond and are going to be interested. Personal development. Again, like I think I probably told all of you guys by now, but when I first started, that was not on my radar. It was not a priority. I didn't think it was something that I really needed. And then I went to Cancun and I heard a lot of the top coaches speak, and every top coach talks about how personal development has been an important part of their business. Listening to the National Wake Up Call every week. Great ideas every time. Great stories every time. Yes, sometimes it makes you be like, oh, great. They went from diamond to triple, quadruple, whatever in 2 months. And why am I not getting there? But the point of that is also to know that they're nothing more or less than what we are. They're the same as us. And it doesn't mean that, you can't get there yourself. Finding your niche, finding your way, and finding what works best for you is what will get you there. So National Wake Up Calls, getting some maybe books, personal development books like The Compound Effect or The Slight Edge or Start with Why. Those are all really great ones to just kind of develop your own whys and develop what you're doing and the different ideas that might help you with yourself and your business. Listening to books on Audible when you're driving in the car, listening to podcasts. Shalene has a lot of great podcasts. All of that is great motivation. I really truly find that when I have not done personal development, like which I haven't in the last maybe week or so with everything having gone on, I notice a difference in my motivation level. I notice a difference in my, just focus. Everything kind of changes. So I think that that's huge. And I think it's really something if you guys could take 10-15 minutes every day to focus on, it will make a difference in the long run. So one other thing in terms of, all of those, the 3 vital behaviors, is maybe find a system that works for you in terms of keeping track of all these things. Sometimes I use my calendar. Sometimes I use this daily activities tracker, which I think is in our file section. I myself need to find a better way of organizing these kind of things, but it kind of can help keep you accountable for things that you are doing and not doing. I know some people have shared the power of 3. That's another great form that you could use. You can create your own, whatever it is to cover those aspects of inviting and adding new people and sharing the business with people and following up with your customers. And, I have a whiteboard over here. That's where I keep track of who is buying what, where my people are, who's adding on to what. So all these different ways help keep me focused and organized and able to commit to like doing the business behaviors. So the last thing, I know Julie asked, so what do you do when people are interested, but it ends right there? So for me, I think that follow-up is obviously key. I think that, sometimes people are interested and all we have on our minds is Beachbody and getting that, getting them in our groups and doing all that stuff. Well, if before Beachbody you remember how often maybe you checked your Facebook Messenger, it may not have been as often as you do now. Or, things have changed in terms of maybe what your priorities are, well, their priorities are different. So follow up. Like if you talked to somebody yesterday, follow up today. Ask them what they thought of the videos. And then maybe give it a few days before the sale ends. Check in with them again. Hey, just want you to know this sale is going to end tomorrow at midnight. So please let me know if you're interested. If you want to do a promotion, hey, just so you know, just for Saturday only, if you purchase a challenge pack, or purchase Shakeology, I'll give you $10 toward a rebate to be able to get 21-day fix. Offering things to people like that, following up with them, giving them, okay, so maybe then you wait till a few weeks after you followed up and then kind of just spread it out and still continue to follow up with them even months later. Like I have people that, I hadn't checked in on. I look back in my list. I'm like, hey, let me check in on them. And sometimes they're ready and sometimes they're not. And that's, to me, the biggest thing. This is a business that comes with people when they're ready. They may say it's financial thing. They may say, they're busy. They don't have time. But really, the reality is they're just not ready. They're not ready. So watching you continue to be a product of the product and not just something you did for a few months and then, oh, that's just something she's going to do. And then in a few months, she'll probably do something else that's just not, after watching you do this for 6 months, 3 months, remember that, they need to probably build some trust there too and see that you are doing this and you are committing to this so that they could kind of commit to it as well. But sometimes it's just a business of when people are ready and when they're not. So following up with them, asking them, what's holding you back? They say money, say, okay, well, just keep this in mind. Maybe you could put aside $3 a day for the next month. By the end of the month, you'll have enough to purchase it. Things like that. I mean, breaking it down for people. Shakeology is only $4 a day. I went to Starbucks today and got a $3 cup of coffee. It's not, it is, obviously for some people it is a lot of money. But in terms of breaking it down for them and showing them that their health and the commitment to this program and the results that we've seen from it really are worth it, I think that people will walk away with that. And a lot of the times, no means not right now. And I know that sounds, I say it a lot, but it's true. I mean, I have a lot of customers that come back months later. I'm ready now. I want to do this now. So don't discount anybody because there's people that have come back several times saying they're ready and then they don't follow through and then they don't follow through and then finally they're ready, really ready. So, everybody has they have to be ready. They have to be ready to commit and that's the only way that they're going to follow through with it. And unfortunately that's beyond our control. So in the meantime, you continue planting seeds. You continue sprinkling your, posts about what you're doing. You continue doing your workouts. You continue sharing and inviting and continue to tell people what you're doing in any way you feel comfortable. And then they kind of continue to watch and then the seeds just kind of start popping up when they're ready. I mean, we're approaching the end of the year. We're also approaching New Year's resolutions. People, want to do it. They just sometimes they have to wait till they're ready. And again, sometimes people wait till New Year's. Sometimes people want to do it now before the Christmas holidays. I mean, what a great time. I mean, all these people are going to Christmas parties if they want to lose some extra weight before their party. So we kind of have to also get creative a little bit. So if you guys are not all friends with each other already, make sure you're friending each other throughout the team. So that way you can share ideas. Like, if somebody else posts a really creative post, you can do that too, or you can even use their posts. But, like each other's posts. When you like or comment on other people's posts, it does help with other people viewing their posts. So make sure you're commenting as much as you can on other people's stuff within our team so we can help encourage each other, but also then more people can see each of your posts. So I hope that answered some of your questions. In terms of anything else, Stephanie, do you have any other questions in terms of what we talked about or what you're feeling is going on?
No, you pretty much covered it.
Okay.
So I'm in the process of doing just touching base with people that I've friended, like my dad was military, so recently been in contact with a lot of people I knew forever ago.
Awesome.
So kind of rekindle those relationships.
Absolutely. And it doesn't have to be anything Beachbody right now, and that's how the friending thing is. Like, and they may not be people you would have friended before, but, hey, why not? This is a, part of your life, but also part of your business. It's a good thing. You always, there's nothing wrong with like adding new people to your life in a good way. And then let them watch you, let them see what you're doing, and then later down the road, maybe invite them if you want. Not, they'll watch, they'll contact you if they're ready. They will ask you, I promise. They see it, and they see it. They're like, hey, you know what? I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm ready. Something strikes them, whatever post it is. Some are the, ones with people's before and afters. Some are the ones that are encouraging them because there's something coming up. There's always something different. And that's why when we do our posts, we have to change things up so much because certain things attract different people. So, keep that in mind too. Just keep planting the seeds, keep doing what you're doing, and it all comes, with time. And one thing I know I've always heard from people is, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm going to give this business 2 months, or I'm going to give this business 6 months. If your goals are big, I don't know very many people who have started a business and made 6 figures in 6 months. Like, that's the reality. So it takes time. It takes time to build a business. It takes time to build customers, and it takes time sometimes to, get to those goals. And that's okay. You just keep doing it and being consistent and following up with people, and it will happen. Just continue doing the free groups, continue adding new people that way, continue inviting people to our accountability groups and encouraging people in those accountability groups, because that's what that group is awesome. And if we keep encouraging those people in there, they're going to tell their friends how awesome our accountability group is. And that's another thing, like, be involved and engaged in that group so that we can continue building it. Because that's what we have that the infomercials don't have. And that's what we have as coaches that everybody else doesn't have. So keep that in mind. So if there isn't anything else that you guys have, let me see. I was going to check really quick on here, see if anybody posted anything in our team page real quick left to talk about, but it doesn't look like it. So with that said, I'm just going to end the call with a quote. And I don't know if I did this one already, but the number one reason why people give up so fast is because they tend to look at how far they still have to go instead of how far they have gotten. So it could be small things or big things, but, little steps, just like if you read The Slight Edge, that is the whole premise of The Slight Edge, is little steps every day will get you to the bigger goal. So don't look at how far you have to get to your big goal of diamond or big goal of financial, change, but how far have you gotten? How many people have you invited today? How many times have you shared this with people? And then from there, all of those bigger things will happen. So with that said, hopefully we can find a time that's convenient for everybody on these calls. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but we will keep working at it. Local people, I think we're going to still try and get together. We haven't set a time or place yet. I'll put something out hopefully today or tomorrow about that. And that's it, I think. So have a great week. Finish your month strong. And that's about it. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week.